Hi, good morning. Hey, it's Deb from Bowl Me Over. I hope you had a great week and that you're looking forward to a terrific weekend. If you're, first of all, thank you for joining my feed. And it's been a long month. January was, I know we had a quick live feed last at the Winter Fancy Food Show in San Francisco, which was a blast. Oh my gosh, there were so many amazing bites, amazing treats, and it was really a fun event to go to. Still my favorite thing, and not getting paid to say this, it was called Sin in a Tin, and it was a chocolate, it wasn't mousse, it was chocolate pate. Fabulous. So you can find it online if it's if you're a real sweetaholic. It's not terribly expensive, but of course shipping is incredibly expensive. So anyway, that was the highlight of the fancy food show for me. And the rest of the month, my husband and I, because we love each other so much, have been exchanging colds. So now I feel better. I'm back to health. All is good. And I thought I'd come in today for a quick live feed. Here it is Friday already. And what I thought I would do, and you're kind of probably going to laugh at this, but what I thought I'd do today is show you how to make your own popcorn. Now, if you're my age and above, your mom made you popcorn probably in a skillet, maybe even a cast iron skillet. If you're younger than me, a little bit younger than me, you probably used an air popper, and that was always really popular back in the 70s and 80s. And nowadays, it's all about the little packets, the little gourmet packets. When you purchase these in the store, in fact, while we're doing that, I'm going to multitask here and just start heating up my pot. When you purchase these in the store, they're about $3 for three, $2.50 for three. Sometimes you can get it for $1.99. When you buy regular popcorn in the grocery store, comes in a big bag. It's like, I don't know, 32 ounces, big, huge bag. This is how I store it when I bring it home. I just put it in a little container to keep it sealed up well. But it's about $2.50, sometimes on sale for $1.99, and it makes like 4 times as much. It's 4 times as good. It's really tasty. So the other day when I was making popcorn, my husband said, "How come you're doing it that way? I've never seen it done that way." And it kind of made me think, I wonder how many people do pop their own. So I thought I'd do a quick show with that. And so I'm going to start off with a super hot pan that's on medium high, and it's close to being screaming. And what I'm going to add here is canola oil. And I want just about enough oil to cover the bottom of the pan. So let's see here. And I'm going to put on my mitts here. So yeah, we got enough, and it's really swirling around good. So that means it's super hot, and we're ready to put the popcorn in. So when you put the popcorn in, just sprinkle it in, and you want just enough to cover the bottom in one even layer. And when you do this, you want to use a pan with a lid, and you can see why in just a moment. I don't put on the lid until the first kernel pops. So it just takes a minute. Let's see. I'm going to bring this over so you can kind of see it there. So that's what we're looking at. Easy enough, right? So I think the reason I prefer popcorn like this is because I can add my own seasonings to it. When you buy the the little packet thing, they always have a lot of seasonings in it. And I want to have the seasonings I want. I want to control what's in there as far as the product goes. That's why I normally pop my own. This came from the Scouts, and I can never say no. So that's where that came from. But it's good. It's delicious. This is better. So again, this is screaming hot, just under high, medium high, super high. And I had one kernel kind of sort of pop. And we're going to wait till it starts moving around first. And the only key to this is that you keep moving it around. And that's what'll, there we go. Okay, time to put the lid on. And it looks like I have a little piece under there. Just move that out of the way. So, like I said, you're going to hear it pop. And it keeps really busy for the next few minutes. It doesn't take long. It probably takes about the same amount of time as it does in the microwave. Only this is a ton better. This is an old pot. This was actually my grandma's pot. It's a light aluminum pot, but you can certainly use a fry pan. And we're going to continue shaking this until we hear those kernels slowing down. And you're going to be amazed at what we have. Look at that. That quick. Beautiful popcorn. I love popcorn. It's such a great snack. So when it comes to seasoning your popcorn, you can do it a couple different ways. Butter is always a favorite. But there's a lot of other things you can do too. It doesn't just have to be butter. Grill seasoning, a little bit of butter, some grill seasoning on top, that's delicious. Old Bay seasoning is really tasty on popcorn. Just your plain old seasoning salt, whatever you enjoy most. If you're looking for something that's more on the sweet side, cinnamon sugar. Little butter, cinnamon sugar on top, really tasty. So when you go to put your popcorn, season your popcorn, the old-fashioned way, this is what my mom used to do, put it in a paper bag, put some butter on top and shake it. That was one way. Because I'm not convinced I'm talented enough to do that while we're online here, I'm going to put it in this big plastic bowl. Let's see. And look at that. Like a perfect pop. There's no kernels on the bottom. Isn't that gorgeous? Yum. Perfect snack. Let's see here. I'm going to put that on this metal and move this over to the side. So just in case that gets hot, I can have that. So I'm just melting up some butter. And one of my favorite ways to enjoy popcorn is with truffle oil. And this is something my friend Nicole showed me in Texas, my girlfriend Nicole from Texas. I'm going to do a little butter and some truffle oil. It's really earthy, super savory. So that's maybe about a tablespoon of truffle oil. And then to that, I'm going to add a little bit of butter. And I don't need all that butter that I melted. And last but not least, right on top, some sea salt. So this is simple, it's easy. I don't know about you, but the weather has been kind of crazy lately, and staying in is especially appealing with this. I know I'm not whining about the weather, but I'm whining about the weather. It's finally we have our rain here in Central California, and we went from a severe drought, extreme drought conditions to almost pulling out of the drought, which is super. So there you have it. Hang on a sec. Let me grab a bowl. So, what do you think? Perfect popcorn. Gotta love that. And it took what? 3 minutes? Maybe 4? So, pretty cool stuff. So anyway, pop your own popcorn. Save a ton of money. Out of this, out of that bag of popcorn I got, gosh, there's, again, probably 20 different pops that large. It's fun. It's fun with the kids. It gives them something to, you know, they can put the butter on and stir it up and stuff. It's just a great treat. Before I sign off, though, I certainly want to encourage you to go to the blog, which is www.bold-me-over.com. And give me a shout out. Tell me that you're there. Looks like I have several people watching. So I got so into my popcorn popping, I didn't shout out and say hi. So please send me a like, send me a love. Let me know that you're there. I sure appreciate it. Tell me where you're from. I was going to tell you about a couple more things as far as the blog goes. I do have change to it. I sent an email out to those of you that are on the signed up for the blog, and I encourage you to do that if you haven't done it yet. But with a blog, there's always a story to be told. And you know that when you read my blog, there's always a story. Along with the blog, there's ads on my blog. And the ads help pay for the back-end stuff of the blog. So, but I know it's not always the best user experience. So at the very top, this wonderfully talented guy went in and coded some buttons that are placed at the very top of each blog post that say jump to recipe or print recipe. So it's wonderful. It pops right up. If you don't want to read the story, if you get tired of sifting through the ads, it's not many. I keep it to a minimum. But I just wanted to be more cognizant of what your requests were, because I know I've had some people request that. So that's there now, so that's really super. On the blog on Monday is going to be a wonderful romantic meal that you can prepare for your sweetie on Tuesday, which is Valentine's Day. It's just wonderful. It's something that I really enjoy. I haven't done it in a long time, so I'm not going to give away any hints other than that. And what else? Oh, we have a new family member. I probably will blog about this soon, but my hubby and I, Dan and I, were out for a walk about a month ago. And when we were coming home, we were accosted, I would say accosted by this cat. And he came up to us and he was crying and screaming, and he was so upset. And of course, you know, I'm an animal lover, and I bent down and to pet him, to console him, and he was just bones. I mean, he had nothing. He was just all skin and bones. And so he followed us home. We have another stray that we adopted recently, and so there was food on the porch, and he just nibbled all that down really fast, just like inhaled it. So he went from being our second porch cat to our garage cat. Now he's our spare room cat. His name is Sylvester. We slowly are integrating him into our family. He's had his shots now. He's has his booster next week. All that stuff that kitties have to make sure it's safe to join our family. So we have a new family member, Sylvester, and he's kind of shy, but he's learning to adapt to the Clark family. So lots of things happening now on Bowl Me Over. So anyway, thanks for joining me today. Send me a shout out, send some hearts across the screen, let me know that you're there. I do appreciate every one of you. So when you're going to watch your movie tonight, you're doing your Netflix thing, you're renting your videos, popcorn, simple, a ton of different ways to enjoy it, to have fun with your family, have a fabulous weekend, and stay warm and dry wherever you are. Take care.